All right, it looks like we have gone la 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 live. Double check to make sure. But we should be live.
Yep,
in living
we're
color.
live. We are live.
So excellent. I wouldn't know. I can't get Facebook to load here. Oh, there it is. Hey, Facebook, what's happening? So let's share this out to some lovely places. Do. Talk amongst yourselves.
Share it out to some
Coffee cups
groupies.
are neither coffee nor cups. Get this. Come on, baby.
Come on,
Share
baby.
this to a group. There
Let's
we go.
do the twist.
We are twisted, all right. And we can see people are starting to jump in there. Hey, Flash Farley is in the building. I just saw him. He hit the old like button. Welcome, Mr. Farley. No relation to Chris Farley,
No.
sadly.
Or, well, okay. Have you asked him?
As
if
far
he
as I
is?
know. Maybe he is.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Could be.
Just wondered.
Could be. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Excellent. So
corn
what we're
chop.
doing right now, guys, if you're wondering why we're wasting time, it's because we're sharing out the live video to some groups and other places so they can watch us live and in living color. Because we want to get people watching. You know what I'm saying?
Live.
All right. That's probably good enough for now. So today we're going to talk about a subject we've talked about before, and it's not Steve's new haircut. Hold on, wait. Got to get in the
Well,
subject.
I just slicked my hair back a little.
Slicked it back.
Slicked it back.
So
It's
we're going to talk a little bit about stock media today. Again, we've talked about it before, but we're going to talk about it again because some things have come up about stock media that I want to talk about. So that's why.
Okay.
And if I want to talk about it, then, I guess we can.
Yeah. Sure. Show. Do whatever you want.
So with that,
you could stand on your head and sing the national anthem. That'd be fine.
I could. I'm actually pretty good at standing on my head, and I know all the words. So
Yeah.
that would work. We have to try it sometime.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
All right.
All right. Ready? In 5, 4, 3. On today's episode of Video Marketing Madness, we're going to discuss stock media, and we got a little twist for that. I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy that. And today's episode is made possible by our good friends at Envato Elements. Well, guess what Envato Elements are, Steve?
Stock media and etc.
It is indeed stock media, but it's stock media where you don't have to pay per item that you get. You can pay one low price for an entire year and get tons and tons and tons of stock media, including music and sound effects and images and videos and plugins and all sorts of cool things. I think I already said images, but all that stuff in one package. Now, I used to go to Video Hive and I would go to Audio Jungle and all the other sites that Envato owns, and I would spend probably about $10,000 a year. And now they've foolishly decided to charge me $200 a year to download everything I want. So
Groovy.
They've lost, $9,800 from me. But the interesting thing is with the Elements program, you get kind of a whole bunch of everything. But not everything that's in Video Hive, for instance, is going to be in Elements. Mm-hmm. But you're going to get a lot of the Video Hive stuff in there, and you're going to get some stuff in there that's not even on Video Hive. So you're going to get some extras too. And then, of course, on the rare occasion that I don't find exactly what I need in the Elements, well, then I can go to traditional Video Hive and find that one piece and only have to pay for that one little piece. But it still saves me thousands of dollars every year, and you can find out more. You can pick it up. You can get your stuff, your images, your videos, your music, your sound effects, and everything in between by heading on over to raythevideoguy.com/elements. Do
Wow,
it.
man.
It's worth it.
Hey,
It's groovy,
let's
baby.
dance. Let's dance.
It's groovy, baby. All right. With that, speaking of dancing, let's hit our music so we can get this show on the road. Here it comes.
He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He He's Ray the Video Guy. Yeah, Ray the Video Guy.
And it's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray, the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper. GoVMM.com is our landing page, but we are on all the podcatchers. Google Podcasts,
Steve.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
Did you notice something, Steve? I just realized that our thumbnails all still say earn.show.
Well, it's still out there.
It is, but we always promote govmm.com, but earn.show is still on our thumbnails. We should probably switch that at some point in time.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it
still works either way.
There's still a landing page for earn.show. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So, Steve, we were talking a little bit before we started the show about something special happening about 16 years ago today.
16 years ago today. Yeah, 16 years ago.
And I think we talked about this a year ago, actually, on the 15th anniversary.
Did we?
Well, yeah, I believe we did. I kind of recall this. Today is the anniversary, or at least I think it is today, correct? It's not like yesterday or tomorrow. I believe it is actually today, literally.
Yep.
The 16th anniversary of the first video being put up on YouTube, which was what was it, A Day at the Zoo, I think it was called, or something like that.
I'm at the zoo or something, yeah.
Yep, A Day at the Zoo, and it's just a little video of them going to the zoo. And it was the first video on YouTube back in 2005.
I'm at the zoo. There's an elephant, and that was about all it was. But it was the first YouTube video out there.
First
still
one.
there.
16 years ago. Yep, you can still go to it and see the first video ever, which is kind of cool. But 16 years ago today, so obviously things have changed quite a bit since then. We've gone from crappy little YouTube videos with low quality to uploading our 4K videos and whatnot, and having super high quality and everything in between. So,
although in my case, it's still crappy videos.
It could be. But speaking of crappy videos,
I'm trying to
today we want to talk about stock media to make your videos not so crappy. And we've talked about stock media before in the past, and we've even talked about Envato Elements in the past, which is making this show possible today. RayTheVideoGuy.com/elements. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is I was actually doing some video work the other day, and this discussion came up about stock media. And basically what happened was at one of our escape rooms, the local cable company brought in a TV commercial for us and said, hey, for only $2,000, you can have this TV commercial, and then you pay a couple $1,000s for advertising. Well, the $2,000 video that they provided was not good. It was hot garbage. I mean, it was terrible. Yeah. But as kind of a lark, I took the video and I posted it in Facebook to an escape room game owners group. And I didn't really, say, hey, look how stupid this video is or anything like that. I kind of posted it there and just said, hey, the cable company came and said they would do this video for us. They'd only charge us $2,000 for the video and then, a couple $1,000s for advertising. And I kind of just left it there to see what other business owners would think. And it was comical because at first they were kind of trying to be nice, thinking that, I thought this was a great video or what have you. So they were being nice and they're like, well, I'm not sure about that video. That's a lot of money for, just some stock media slapped together. And, and then they kind of caught on that I was putting it up there to make fun of it. And then they finally started to blast on it. I would have thought that my giveaway was that the cable company drove up on their dinosaur today to provide us a video. But and it was funny because about 4 or 5 comments down, somebody finally said, is anyone going to even notice the fact that he said that they drove up on their dinosaur? And, so then it kind of got out that I was making fun of the cable company. And so then the attacks came out. But it led into a discussion that said, well, oh, you can't make a good video with just a bunch of stock media. And I totally disagreed. And I said, look, I remade this video. The video that the cable company made, I remade the basic video. I took the script that they did, I re-recorded the voiceover for this, because that was the sad part, is the voiceover, it sounded like this. It was really, really bad, poorly recorded voiceover. And so I re-recorded the voice. So I actually did the voiceover myself. I took my voice, I deepened it, and made it sound like scary movie trailer guy. But I re-recorded that, and I made the new video out of all stock media, and it came out really good. And even the transitions and the effects that I put into that video specifically came from stuff on the Elements platform, because in Elements, not only can you download stock videos and stock images, but you can download templates, so video templates. You can download filters for your videos. You can download plugins for your video pro, in my case, Final Cut Pro. And so you can do some really cool stuff. You can download transitions and graphics and text and things. And so everything that I put in there was directly from the stock media, just to prove the point that, hey, you can build something really good when you only have stock media. So this video talked about a game that we have called The Revenge of Mosai, which is you're entering a Mayan tomb, and you're trying to break the curse that the evil, I guess he's like an evil demon or god or something. But
is this at the escape room?
This is the one in California.
Okay.
And so I made a new one with that. So I went on to Envato Elements, and I found these clips of Mayan temples and ruins and things like that, and I put it all together, and I added some fancy text that looked like it was carved out of stone, and put together a really cool little video that looked, it looked 100 times better than this cable one, and it took me about a half hour to put together. Right. So these guys wanted $2,000, where they just grabbed a couple of stock videos, just slapped them together in a row with a voiceover, and then the logo at the end. They didn't even have contact information or anything. So we did, I took the stock media, I stylized it, I put smoke and rain over it in one part, and did some pretty cool little things for it. And it took me, literally about a half hour to put this whole thing together, all completely done with stock media, and I think it looked pretty darn good. Considering. So the point being was, there was a lot of business owners, you can't just make you can't make a commercial out of just stock media. But of course you can. And it's done all the time. You and I, we just did some medical ones. That was all stock media in there. We did for the medical companies. And a lot of the stuff, the other commercials that we've done for the escape rooms, I've mostly done with stock media. Sometimes it has, images from our location or whatever. And I'm probably going to shoot some things here so we can put them into future commercials. But pretty much done with stock media, and it can come out really, really nice. In fact, I remember back in the day, the way that I came up with the idea of, oh my gosh, you can build an entire commercial with stock media. That's where Instant Spokesperson came from, by the way. It came from two things. One, it came from my buddy John, who was making these, he's doing the stand-ups for these stock media things, or not stock media, but these local videos. And then I said, well, if we just go get bunches of stock media, we could really make some cool videos, and started putting them together. But where it came from actually was allergy commercials. And if you ever watch allergy commercials, what do they usually have? They don't usually have, somebody sneezing and taking a pill and all that. No, what they have is they've got, a family playing out in a field of flowers, and, all these random things of just people doing stuff. They're at the beach, they're in front of all the flowers, and they're walking through the grass. And I thought, they're doing this all with basically stock media. Now, do I know it's stock media? No, they might be going out and shooting this stuff. But if I had to guess, I'm guessing that these guys, why go out and shoot people walking through a field if you can get shots that are already made? And I'm willing to bet that most of these allergy commercials are stock media, stylized with their logo and their text and their colors and put together. And, even if I'm incorrect and they did go out and shoot that, it still is what formulated the idea into my head that you can build something really good using nothing but stock media. And so that's why I started building all these things like Instant Spokesperson videos. If you don't know what those are, like I said, we've got a spokesperson who talks about an industry. So it could be plumbing, doctors, lawyers, whatever. And we put the stock media on there to build a nice video, and then you can take those videos and you can brand them to a local business. So we give you the dental video, you stick their name and address on there, and now you've got a commercial you can do on TV or for ads or for your website, whatever, that are specific to that industry. And it was all done with, we just downloaded stock media, put those things in there. So if it was a dentist video, we went out and found stock media of dentists and put that in there. We only need 5 or 6 shots or so to do that. And then we would go and we'd get the stock music from the same place. So I would download the music and we would put that music in there. And now we've got this really nice video that's ready to go. Aside from the spokesperson, everything else is completely stock media. The videos for the escape room, like I said, are totally made with stock media. And we've done that for many businesses. I've got construction clients, and all of their stuff are done with stock media. I don't go out and shoot them with bulldozers out in a field. No, I get stock media of bulldozers out in a field and put that in there and just stylize it for them, put their logo on there. And it works really, really well, and it's very inexpensive to do. Even if you had to pay per piece of stock media, even if you had to pay for it from iStock, it's still probably going to be less expensive than going out and shooting with a crew to get some really nice stuff out there. That could cost thousands of dollars to send a crew out for the day and really get some nice shots. Whereas you get this stock media, even if you get it from iStock and you had to get 6 pieces from iStock, you're talking $500 or $600 for that. Mm-hmm. But when you're using Elements, you're talking about a fraction of that $200 you pay all year. Or if you're buying them individually, you're probably only paying $15 a shot, so you're in for it for $100 or what have you. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to do that, a lot less expensive. And let's face it, it's a lot quicker, and probably you're going to get better shots from some of these stock media things than you would do yourself. Because you'd either have to hire a crew and hope they did well, or you'd have to do it yourself, and you're probably not using as good a camera as these stock media people are, so you're not gonna, it's not gonna look as good. So it's a very easy way to be able to build up some really nice stuff. And I built hundreds of videos for different businesses using nothing but the stock media. And occasionally sprinkling in some stuff. Like our dental videos, they'll send me some things, images or little short videos, and we'll intersperse those with the stock media to make it, kind of half stock and half real, so it kind of draws everything together. And, it comes out really nice. And if you know how to edit a little bit, and you can take that stock media, which a lot of times might look better than what they send you, and try to improve the other stuff to match up so that, the colors kind of match up and throughout the video. So if they shot it with their smartphone and sent it to you, you want to kind of, you may need to boost the saturation of the colors to match the stock media and things like that so that they look like they're supposed to go together. And, that's what we do. And it's very quick and very easy, and it makes a great video. And that's why I wanted to really talk about this, because you can do that. You can build anything from scratch using nothing but the stock media that you have. Now, another part of this that I want to talk about is, and I kind of touched on this a little bit, and that is, at least in Elements, and that's the one I highly recommend just because you can get so much in there for such a low price. Inside of there, we download our videos and we take our video clips out of there. But like I said, you've got images in there. So if you can't find what you need in videos, you can grab images. And of course, those images can be used in websites as well as videos. They can be used in product shots. They can be used in a lot of different things. And again, you're not paying extra for this. It's all a part of that, one package. And of course, you can use those to make social media graphics. Inside of there, aside from images, you've also got actual graphics. So you've got your photos, which are real photos, but then you've also got your graphics in there where maybe it's going to be, icons or characters, drawings, all of those types of things that you may also want to use that isn't an actual photo. Okay, so they've got all of that kind of stuff in there. I download things like collections of icons for social media all the time because that's the type of stuff that I need all the time. And we can put those into websites. We can put those into videos. On top of that, you've also got the music, like we said, and they've got thousands of music tracks with all sorts of different genres, from rock to country to Christmas music to horror and sci-fi, everything in between. And we get almost all of our music from there. Other than, I've got huge collections of my own stuff that I use as well. But a lot of times...
Trash
what's
metal?
That?
Trash metal?
Probably. I'm sure they've got plenty of that too. But, what's great about it is I've got tons of stock media, on my hard drives and everything as well, music. But they make it so easy to go there where I don't have to pay anything extra. And I can just search up, I need a cowboy theme. And they'll find a bunch of cowboy themes. I don't have to listen to 800 tracks of everything to figure out, oh, this is a cowboy sounding one. in there, you can just put in, cowboy theme, and you'll find all the cowboy themes and listen to them and decide which one you like. For the escape room one, I put like adventure, and I found all these nice theme songs that were, real adventurous sounding. They sounded like Indiana Jones and whatnot. And It was really easy to find those, download them, put them into your videos, and now you've got it all set up. So that was kind of, that's another aspect of it. Sound effects, we use a lot of sound effects with things. In fact, I'll be completely honest, in most of my videos in the past, I didn't bother putting in sound effects a lot of times, just because, it takes a lot of work, and you got to find the sound effect. Well, now that I can go to the Elements and search up sound effects, grab whatever I need and throw them in there, I use them a lot more often for everything. I'll add sound effects to transitions and different things inside the videos to really build an atmosphere, and it does make a difference. It's a little bit of extra work, but when you can find exactly what you need really quickly from a stock media site, it makes it a lot easier to do that. So we add a lot more sound effects. Now, the other thing I mentioned is the effects that you can add to your program. So in my case, I mostly use Final Cut Pro. So what I get from there all the time are transition packs, pre-built graphics and graphics and text packs. So for instance, if I've got a video and it's going to have text in there, I can go onto the Elements in the stock media, and I can go to the templates area, and I'll find these nice animated text things. Maybe it's like a line flies in and the text flies up from the line and all that. And you download these plugins for Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere if that's what you're using. And I believe they have them for some of the other editors now as well. And you put that in there. And so I'm in Final Cut Pro, and I know I've got to put a nice text on there or whatever. I grab that little element, drop it in there, just type in the text, and I've got this nice animated text that flies in over whatever videos I'm doing. Color effects, you've got your transitions, you've got all sorts of fun things that you can get there. Even entire templates of explainer type videos. You download an explainer video template, and literally you drop that into something like Final Cut Pro. You can go in, make all your changes, and you've got a whole explainer video done in just a couple of minutes. Slideshows. We just did a video for a real estate thing, and I used this nice slideshow plugin that I got directly from Elements, and you drop that into your timeline, and it's got little places where you put pictures. I grabbed all the pictures that we had, just dropped them in, boom, 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 changed some text, and now we've got this really cool, pictures of the houses, and it says things as it goes by, and that portion of the video was done in just a few seconds, and it looks really, really high-end and professional. Again, all done with stock media. You've also got inside there things like graphic templates. So everything from landing page templates to, graphical elements that you're going to put on your website, graphical elements you might put on sales tags or boxes or even in videos. You just go in there and you find the different flyers and posters. I use those quite a bit. For the escape room here, I'll grab one of the templates for the flyers and I'll change them up to add my stuff in there. Now I've got a nice flyer I can print out and hang on the walls and pass out or what have you. Business card templates, all of that inside the one program. Now again, I realize that I'm very heavy on the Envato Elements because that's what I use, and I really think it's an amazing deal. But there's a lot of different stock media places out there. But with Elements, because you get all these different things in one place, it really is a very, very cool program. Most places that you go to, like Pond 5 or what have you, they're only going to have images and videos. But you're going to get in here, you're going to get the images, the videos, the music, the sound effects, the graphics, the graphical templates. You're going to get the plugins for Photoshop. You're going to get fonts. They got tons and tons of fonts in there. So if you want really cool fonts, you're going to be able to get those. That's another really awesome thing that's built into there are all the cool fonts you can get. But it's all in one place, and you can go in there and search. And what's kind of fun is a lot of times, if I'm doing something like like I said, the adventure one the other day for the escape room, if I go in there and I just type in adventure, it's going to pull up everything that's related to that. So it'll show like videos, and it'll be video clips that are related to adventure, music related to adventure, sound effects related to adventure. So you could go in and grab all the different things that are going to kind of work together because they follow that same theme all at one time, and that makes life a whole heck of a lot easier. And it's a lot of fun too. I also find that I experiment a lot more. Whereas before, because you had to buy everything and individually, you're not going to go and say, well, let me try this clip and see if that works. Nah, I don't like this one. Let's get another one and try, because it's going to cost you money every time. When you're doing something like Envato Elements, you automatically can download 5 different clips, 10 different clips, 100 different clips, and then decide which ones you want to use. And that makes it a lot more fun. When Steve and I were doing the medical things, I downloaded a lot of stuff that was kind of related, and then that way we can even make different versions of it just by swapping one video for another. So maybe the first video, it showed an old lady looking at a computer. Well, then we can swap it with a young guy looking at a computer for the same thing. And then that way, you can target different audiences and whatnot. But it really does foster that creative spirit. It allows you to experiment more. It allows you to do more. And it allows you to build things from scratch without having to do all the hard work and going out and shooting and everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to go out and shoot, do it. Go out there and get your own stuff. You're going to have fun with that. You're going to get a really good result if you do that. But you can build things without ever having to go out and shoot any film whatsoever, or you can enhance that by using some of the things that are built in there. And like I said, it can be a lot of fun. I've actually really enjoyed putting some of these things together because I can really play around with it. And by the way, that also includes special effects. Well, like for instance, in the escape room one, I put in, the first shot is a guy walking through the jungle and going through hanging vines, and there's like these steps behind it. So you can see it goes up to like a tomb or a city or something. And I put a couple of effects on that. I put kind of like a foggy smoke over it. So there's this light smoke that kind of is going over it. And then I put a really cool effect on that video where, and not a heavy one, just a light one, where it's like kind of rainy and the rain is getting on the lens of the camera and rolling down the camera and everything. So it looks really, really cool. And then, of course, the music behind that is also from the stock media stuff. So it has everything all in one. The transitions from there, the graphics and the text that's on there, it was a font that was from there, and the actual graphic, the way that the text moves and everything was from a plugin that came from there as well. So it was all essentially done from Elements, pulling in nothing but stock media. The only thing that's probably not stock media is our logo in there. Other than that, everything else is stock media. So
cool. Yeah, that's great.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And actually, oddly enough, the logo that I put in there was actually one that I had made previously. It was an animated logo, completely done with stuff from Envato Elements. So even the logo on the end was actually a clip that was already made with all of the stock media and stock video templates. So it's good stuff. Got to get out there and use it.
You should, I'm looking at you in the live stream, the video. For those of you who are listening to the audio podcast, you won't see this, of course, because it's audio only. But you should grow a mustache. You've got like a 5 o'clock shadow, and you kind of have a Groucho Marx mustache.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Or a porn star mustache.
A big handlebar. Catfish hunter. Yeah, porn star. Raleigh fingers.
I really don't know what porn star mustaches look like. I've just been told.
I think they're usually like just the big.
No, they're like the Groucho ones. I think. I don't know. I said that for
a fact. Know.
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah. So anyhow,
never know. Might be something we could try. Maybe we'll have to try one of those filters that puts it on there for you.
There you go. You got any?
No.
Okay.
But I bet you we could find some mustache pictures by looking in the stock media. And where would they go to find that stock media, Steve? Well, I'm going to tell you. I am going to tell you. You can go to RayTheVideoGuy.com/elements, and you'll find all that kind of stuff that you need from you'll get the elements. $200 for the entire year. You'll be able to download as many video clips, as many sounds, as many music tracks, as many images, as many templates and graphics and everything else that you could possibly imagine. There's even 3D elements in there. So if you do 3D work, they've got 3D elements you can download and bring into your 3D work. And they have actual like web templates and stuff. I don't usually touch those very often, but they've got web templates as part of that. So there's a lot of things in there. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Again, you can check it out at raythevideoguy.com/elements.
Yes. And if you're watching the Facebook, he has the link there in the description. And YouTube or the podcast, we'll have it in the show notes.
Sweet. Yeah. So there you go. That's my stock media. And again, this all stemmed from a conversation in an escape room business owners forum where somebody said, you can't really make videos out of stock media. Well, yeah, you can. And quite honestly, my videos were much better than the ones that they made without using the stock video, because he was saying, you got to go and, get actors and stuff. But you know what? That's a lot of work, and not many people are good actors. There are very few people that are actually good actors, so they can actually hurt your stuff, And most of the actors that you can afford to get are people that just want to be actors and, don't really know how to do it, and, so it can be trouble.
Wannabes. Yeah.
So. I've done a lot of work with like local business owners that wanted to be in their own videos, and we wanted them in their own videos, but boy, they were just terrible at it. So
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Stock media, the way to go.
The toughest thing in the world, if you're on air, even just for a disc jockey, is to sound like yourself, to sound natural, to just relax.
Why, that's right, yourself. Steve. It's difficult to sound natural when you're on the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually,
Ray.
I used to make fun of that because there's two types of people that are talent. There are actors and there are presenters. And, actors can literally act, and the presenters are the ones who are like, come on down this Friday and pick up your free tickets. And what was always funny, and it was always in radio where you saw this, where the presenters, the DJs and whatnot would do like the commercials. And so the commercials, I always got a kick out of them because, they're not actors, they're presenters. So the commercials always sounded something like this. Hey, Bob, where did you get that great new car? Why, Steve, I got that car down at Bob's Car Lot. Bob's Car Lot, you say? Absolutely. Yeah. Bob's Car Lot has everything that you need, from BMWs all the way down to Yugos from 1982. So I always got a kick out of that because it's not easy. Acting is a difficult thing to do. It is. Whether it's for voice acting or actual, on-screen acting, it's very difficult to do. So it's tough to find people that can do it well. And that's why I'd like to just do the stock medium most of the time. So,
guy I went to grade school with is an acting coach with Stella Adler in New York. That's
nice.
Big time. Yeah.
I bet he doesn't talk like this when he's talking about Viagra.
Unless you ask him to.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough.
Right.
It is a tough profession. People think actors are an easy profession. Oh, you're just an actor. It's a lot of hard work. It's not breaking rocks, but it requires. It's like playing. It's like a basketball player or what have you. You got to have a very special talent that you develop over time. It's not something that nobody. People off the street aren't going to jump in and play for the Boston Celtics next week.
It's almost like having a million different muscle memories, because you can just open your mouth and be something. It's amazing what actors can do.
I like to fancy myself as an actor sometimes, but I know I'm not good at it. It's kind of like if I go to play basketball, I'll play basketball. I know I'm not good at it, but I can still throw the ball and dribble around. I'll do some acting, but it is if it's something that really needs a good actor, it can be very tough. Very tough to get people that do it properly. So.
I can't do any acting.
Sure,
I'm a pretty good announcer, depending on what it is, So.
Yep, but it is. It's all different talents, and we'll probably get some. Like I may do, if I do some shots here at the escape room, I'll probably do it with my daughter will come in and do it. But we're also not doing a play or a movie. Literally, it's going to show her hands unlocking a lock or. Looking behind something or searching for, anybody can do that kind of stuff. But some of the stuff where people have to really act, it's a lot more difficult. So.
Oh, sure.
They always sound like they're acting. So.
Well, the best thing to do is just make it cheesy, and then make it so bad.
You
it's
can
good.
do that. That is one cover for that, is if you want to make it silly on purpose, that can definitely be a big part of it. In fact, speaking of silly, we've got, this has nothing to do with video marketing per se, but it does have to do with marketing a little bit. Here in Loganville, I'm part of the Rotary Club, and one of the things that we've got coming up is what's called the Wing Fling, and we're back in business this year. We're going to do the Wing Fling again, and what we were thinking of doing is you have to pay to enter, and you obviously if you're a restaurant or whatever, you get to say, hey, this is from Bobby's Barbecue Shop, and they get to make their wings, and there'll be a winner and whatnot. Well, I thought, why not do escape room wings? And what we'll do is, because it costs like to get into it, it's only like $125, and they give you the wings at that price. You get 500 wings to cook for that price. And you get to advertise your business. But I figure, I know I can't win the wing contest, but I certainly can be the worst.
Yeah.
And make escape the wings. And so I was thinking making wings and matching them to some of the escape rooms. So like one of our rooms is about a psycho killer, a serial killer. So maybe make the wings like blood wings or psycho wings and make them like red and super hot. And they don't have to be good, they just have to be crazy. And then our Motel Nightmare, which is just you're locked in a dirty old motel room. So we can make wings and then take chocolate sprinkles and, drop them on the wings, and then take cotton candy, like it's a fuzzball, and put those on the wings and make it look like, the wings have been sitting on the floor in a dirty room or something. And then do campfire wings for the camp, which is a little basic. And then alien wings. We'll make wings with some sort of red, some sort of green, sauce, like a salsa verde sauce or something like that. And, make some sort of green wings. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Really make cool. The worst wings there, and then give people free tickets if they're willing to eat some of the wings. You get free pass if you'll eat one of the hot wings, and then they burn their mouth off.
Thank you.
They won't be good, but
no, they won't be good, but they'll win.
They won't be good, but they'll be edible. They'll be edible. They'll just be scary and weird.
Yeah.
So
kind of like you.
That's exactly it. Scary and weird, just like me.
Like me too. Okay, let's hit that jingle, buddy. My dog needs to go out and go pee. Yeah.
All right. And once again, don't forget, today's episode was made possible by our friends at Envato. You can get Envato Elements and download as many things as you want, videos, music, and a whole lot more by heading on over to raythevideoguy.com/elements. So check it out today. And with that, let's hit our funky music.
He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah, Ray the Video Guy.